welcome to Living in Longview, a show about City of Longview government and services. My name is Shawn Hara, and today we're talking about career opportunities here with the City of Longview. We're joined today by Kim Wallace, a drainage supervisor here with our Public Works Department. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Good to be here.
Now, Kim, let's talk a little bit about your experience here with the city. First of all, what is it that you do here with the Public Works Department?
Shawn, I'm the drainage supervisor, and I supervise over 35 guys. What we do from drainage maintenance, from cleaning ditches. We make sure that all of our concrete, our inlet boxes, we make sure everything is up to par. Also, along with that, Shawn, also as being a drainage supervisor, I'm here with my other supervisor, Keith Galusha, and we interact with one another. So a lot of the times you'll see me into drainage, and a lot of times I'm also intermingling with streets. And so there's really too much that we don't do. If you name it, we're into it.
Now, drainage, I mean, people might think about it and think, okay, well, what is that? Why is that so important to the city, our operations? It really is something that impacts every single resident, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Well, drainage, if you think about it, if you look around the city of Longview, we have, Shawn, probably, if I throw out a number, probably creeks hundreds, to where we're getting water to flow from one place to another. We have to make sure that the creeks are not dammed up. We make sure they're not stopped up. From our inlet boxes to the driveway covers, to anything that's helping water get from one place to another. We just want to make sure that we're keeping that flowing properly to the control of mosquitoes and a whole lot of other pests. So we're just here to make sure that we keep everything flowing for our citizens.
So how many people are involved in this kind of a process? Obviously, drainage is just one aspect of overall public works, but how many people are involved in your area?
In my area specifically, when we start talking about drainage, we're going to be talking about, again, around about 15, 16 people that we're dealing with just drainage alone. We break it up into different crews, again, from ditch digging crews. We have our street sweepers that are also involved in drainage, as well as our concrete crews. So again, I mean, there's a variety of people that is involved in drainage.
Right. And let's talk a little bit about your experience specifically. You've been with the city for several years now. How did you get your start? What made you think, okay, you know what, I want to go apply and work with the City of Longview?
Actually, Shawn, it's amazing how I actually got my chance to start with the City of Longview. Mr. Brian Richardson. Worked with Brian before I came here. We actually worked together on another job. And Brian was the one that actually began to talk to me about the city. The more he talked to me about the city, the more I realized it was something that I really wanted to get into. And so, put my application in, coming in, really didn't have a lot of experience, to be honest with you, in asphalt work or whether we're talking about drainage work. But I got the chance to be introduced to it, and hey, I love it. Wouldn't change a thing.
Mm-hmm. So when you started out, what were you doing?
I was actually a maintenance worker. Started at the bottom, shovel work. Getting in creeks, asphalt, raking asphalt. So I came in at the bottom, and it was a lot of hard work, a lot of hot days, a lot of cold days. But through dedication, I'm standing here with you today.
All right, so you've seen a lot of career opportunities along the way, starting out, like you said, in the kind of an entry-level position within drainage, and now you're overseeing that area, which is good for you, great that you're moving on, and good for our residents with the work that you guys are doing here to keep our drainage ways clean and thinking long-term and addressing those issues here for the city. You're also a part of our recruitment team here with the City of Longview. What is your role with that, and why did you decide to be a part of that?
Well, for the recruitment team, I thought it was important when it comes to recruiting, Shawn, to be in on something, because a lot of times we talk about, we'll use the word diversity, and that word can go in so many different ways. But for me, it's good to be a part of that team, to be a part of, when you say recruitment, to have whomever it may be that's coming to the City of Longview, to look at that person to see whether they actually really want to be a part of this. Because a lot of people say that they do. But when it really comes down to it, you really have to have a desire and a drive to do this job. So being part of the recruitment team was just really an experience for me that it was the doors open to me, and I jumped into it, and again, wouldn't change it for the world.
Right, and that recruitment team does a variety of things, but the biggest thing is they're educating the community about opportunities here within the City of Longview to get involved and to serve the people of Longview. And I think some people, when they think about public service jobs, they might immediately think about police and fire, but public works is also a large piece of that, and so are all of our other departments as well. What is something that you would say to somebody who's perhaps interested in getting involved in public service, whether it's police, whether it's fire, parks and recreation, or public works? What would you tell somebody to encourage them to apply?
Shawn, first of all, I think again it would be have a love for people. You really have to have a love and a desire to serve people, because you really never know who you're going to bump into from day to day. Sometimes that resident may be happy, sometimes they may not. But at the same time, just really having a desire to serve. So the number one word I would say is service.
Very good. Well, Kim, thank you very much for talking with us today. And if you're interested in learning about career opportunities with the City of Longview, we encourage you to attend our career fair on Wednesday, April the 16th from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Mod Cobb Convention and Activity Complex. There you can learn about a variety of different public service opportunities here with the City of Longview. If you can't make it that day, you can also learn more at longviewtexas.gov. And we thank you for joining us on this edition of Living in Longview.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Ever wondered what it would be like to work for the City of Longview? Discover the opportunities available at the City of Longview Career Fair on Wednesday, April 16th. Learn about career possibilities with police, fire, public works, parks, and more. Take the first step in starting a new career at the City of Longview Career Fair from 4 to 7 p.m. on Wednesday, April 16th at the Mod Cobb Convention Center. Discover more at longviewtexas.gov.